Okay. So if I move that Fibonacci to the side, first of all, we see that double top that happened, came down, broke all these levels, 38.2, 50%, 61.8, all the way to the 78.6, and then we saw a reaction. That's where I'd called the buy. And so the Fibonacci on the opposite side is going to look like this. We get it from the high up here to about the low down here. And I would put it right there. So the 38.2 level is around where take profit 1 is at. Same thing with the 50% level. Then we have 61.8, which is at this support down here. So it pretty much lines up the opposite way as well with some of these support and resistance levels. You see on this side here, 50%, the 38.2, which is going to be take profit level. This entire level would be like take profit level. So it did hit this area and then it had some reaction, but I think it should be rising some more. It's also above the 147.000. So most likely it's going to be rising up to like the 250, but yeah, you can see the 250 is like this resistance zone up here. Now, this is a 15-minute time frame, so this is more like scalping the trades. And if we go on to like the 4-hour, you can also notice down here when it was doing the double bottom that we see some divergence happening. We also can identify, it was doing the double top up there, which we see some divergence. Let me zoom in here. That's kind of why I remove like the Fibonacci, because it looks kind of crazy, but we can see that double top happening while there's divergence down here. And then comes back down, kind of like doing its retest. And overall, I feel that this should be rising up. The new support line would look like this. And yeah, I have this level as a take profit level. Now for GBP alone, so even with GBP CHF, this was going in an uptrend channel right here, and then it had broke through. I had called this one for a sell. It actually came up, and this right here is what I would like to call a market maker move, because a lot of people have their stop losses or even their entries for buys up there, like a buy stop up here, because if it breaks this resistance, most likely it's going to continue going up. This is a market maker move where it comes up, hits, spikes down. This was around GBP news, which was pretty crazy, but you could have been able to catch this. So I had called this when it was breaking through. And one thing that you can use is a 21 and the 8 crossover. Let's say while this entire move was happening, and I had called it on the break over here. So when the blue is under the red, you can continue holding it for the sell. Once you see that the blue crosses above, you can get out of that trade. You can get out for that trade and be able to enter. So a lot of the people that get into my signal trades, if you understand this right here, it will help you out a lot to catch your pips and be able to get out before it starts reversing. The thing with signals is overall it should be dropping towards that take profit level. Like there's some trades that obviously don't hit the take profit, but most of them would go towards the take profit, and then you'll be able to get out before if you follow this method right here. So the 21 and the 8 crossover, you can do it on the 1 minute to be like more closer. If you go on the 5-minute time frame, the exit would be a little bit higher, but you would still be in profit. And yeah, you can see it would be better if you were to hold it on the 1 minute and be able to get out down here to maximize the most profit for that trade while it's moving. And even if you were to catch this one, we're looking at let's see, I had called it, let's see, GBP CHF at the 140 level. Yeah, so it was like right up here. So it would have been from 140. So that's like over 200 micropips. If you guys know with the plan, I think Keegan and Lewis, you guys were inside of the 7-day training. So with the plan catching 200 micropips, you just stick to that. You would have been able to catch this and be done with the trade. Now, there's people inside of the Signal group that haven't taken the 7-day training, so they don't know like the plan of catching 200 micropips and like the lot size and risk management and whatnot. But you would have been able to catch it just with GBP CHF, and with the other trades like GJ, GJ had hit like take profit. It had hit all the way down to take profit 2. It dropped down. I didn't post take profit 2 that it hit take profit 2 yet, but it did hit the 510 where I had predicted it was going to drop down to. And that was because I noticed that there was some reaction happening up here, like a triple top. Actually, when that was happening, it was, let's see. It was over here when it was doing its double top. It was doing its double top, and I called it for the sell on this area, and it did drop down to those levels. So the 510, just so you can see how I came up with those numbers. It looks like a bunch of lines, but so for yesterday's, it was right here. Did its like bigger double top, but also a double top on the 15. The 510 level was, let's see, I think I called around 715. I think it was because of this level, like the 78.6. Let's see. I have my other markup somewhere else. Let's see. Someone on Instagram said GJ is a good buy. Yeah, right now we're in for a buy on this one. We're in for a buy on this one. We could see like support here. Had some resistance up here, but definitely if it's rejecting off this 23.6 right now, it should be reacting going up at least to the 38.2. Okay, so let's go on to a different pair. Well, let's first look at the news for tonight. Thursday night. Okay, so we have a good amount of news for GBP. GBP around a little bit before the London Open. There's going to be a lot of GBP happening today, then some USD. Actually, no, we're going on to Friday. That was yesterday. Okay. To CAD. So CAD pairs. This is actually what I'll be looking at is what type of news is going to be hitting, and then looking at the different pairs for like the CAD pairs and see what I notice. So if I go on my MT4 here, I'm going to be looking at the different pairs with CAD. I'll go on USD CAD. we can see right now it's off of a support, so we might be noticing a reversal happening soon. We can also see the 3 happening at the bottom. So I think it's going to overall do its retest if I put this support level. So we have some target areas which they pretty much align. Let's see. Yeah, so this seems pretty accurate here. So there should be a reversal happening pretty soon for USD CAD. Let's look at the other pairs. So with USD CAD, we might be seeing a reversal. Let's see with CAD JPY. All right, so I can notice the 3, it rejected off of the 0.0. Right now it's around the 750 area, which is where resistance is at. So definitely if this goes down, it's at resistance right now. But so that would mean CAD is getting weaker, which would make this rise up for USD CAD. So it's at resistance level. If it's reversing right here, I'm learning my words, but if it's reversing here, that means CAD's getting weaker. And if it rises here, that means CAD's showing that it's getting weaker here and USD is getting strong, bringing the price up. So let's look at another one with CAD, AUD CAD. Which AUD CAD had like that support area here. So it's having the 3 down here and it's reversing. So meaning CAD is going to should be getting weaker in order for it to rise up some. By the way, gold looks like it's reversing right now. You can see it's a bunch of resistance. It's dropping below the 0.0 level. And it's at a resistance here, but I think it's going to break through. Let's look at another CAD pair, Euro CAD. So Euro CAD is showing the 3 right here. It's kind of showing that inverted head and shoulder as well. Left shoulder, head, like a right shoulder area here. We can see it's at the 0.0 level right now. So if this rises up, that means CAD's getting weaker, Euro's getting stronger. So for all these pairs, we can see that the CAD might be getting weaker during the news. So definitely this is going to be something to look at, and looking at break of structure. And Shazi, you said USD CAD. I think you had sent that earlier, but yeah, USD CAD. So we're going to look at all these pairs: USD CAD, CAD JPY, Euro CAD, AUD CAD. And let's go ahead and get this started here. So put my charts here. Make sure GJ is good. Yeah, so it's rejecting off this 23.6. Okay. So right here, we can definitely see divergence happening. Price is getting stronger, going towards the upside. And right here, we can see price is like showing this. while it's doing this entire thing. So, and the blue is looking like it's about to cross over the red on the 1 hour. So we might be seeing that crossover. Also, today is Thursday going on to Friday. So there might be some type of reversal move coming up, and target level probably about this resistance level up here, the 1.28179. But if not that level, I might be pointing out TP at 27900, and then probably TP2 at 281, like 150 or so. I'll put 28150. So if we see that reversal happening, the push towards the upside, I'm going to be waiting a little bit longer towards London session, see what type of movement I see. But might be calling that one for a buy. Let's see. AUD CAD. So on this one, while it did that bottom here, we can kind of see slight divergence, but right here it's showing that it was dropping really low. Right here we're showing some slight divergence, meaning that the price is getting stronger. Let's see. Okay, so we can see that it's above this support level. It broke through, looks like a retest here, and then it should be rising up. It's also above the pivot point as well. So it looks like it's doing its retest and then rising up. Let's look at the bigger time frame. Yeah, so definitely that's probably why it's rising up, is because this entire area is a zone of support. And if I go like probably on the weekly, we might, yeah, it's oversold. It's around the oversold section. So there's a big chance of a reversal happening there, which is pretty much what we're looking for the CAD pairs. Let's see, 1 hour. Yeah, we see some consolidation right here. So we will be noticing probably trap the price on the 15-minute time frame. So overall, it's going up right now, and it's around this zone. So I'm probably going to be calling a buy on all of these. So let's go on to the next. So AUD CAD, and we have Euro CAD. Euro CAD. It's at pivot point right now. Let's go on to the daily, see what we see. So on the daily, we see that price is around this resistance zone or support area. I'll drag this all the way across. Pretty much this line here. Let's see, it dropped a little lower, but price is oversold. Go on to the 4 hour. Price is oversold, and it's also around the 0.0 level. We can see it's at 1.52000. and pivot point is right there. So there might be some movement going up from here, some reaction. If I go at the 1 hour, we can see it's consolidating. Blue is like crossing back and forth. So we might be seeing a push going up from here. If I see the reaction going up, that's meaning CAD is getting weaker. Same thing with here. We can see it's now starting to go up. I actually didn't trap this one that much. So on the 15, probably trap it like this actually. Catch this one for a buy going up once it breaks through here. Get that precise sniping entry. So we see the reaction happening on EuroCAD. Go on to a different chart. EuroCAD, do we get AUD CAD? Yeah. ED CAD, CAD JPY. All right, so definitely we can see CAD JPY is around resistance level. So we're expected for the CAD pair to be getting weaker, meaning that this should be dropping. So it's around resistance level. If it breaks below that pivot point, which I'm gonna go down to trap it even stronger. If it breaks below that pivot point, we should definitely be seeing this one drop lower. We can see price is oversold on the 4 hour. If I go on the 1 hour, we can notice some divergence here, which price did drop. It's around resistance. And the 750 level is right here. 750 quarter area going down to the 15. I'm going to keep an eye out on this area here. If it drops below the 750, I can probably see it dropping down to like the 500 on the 550 level, which you can catch 250 micro pips from that one. Okay. Most likely there's going to be some reaction happening here, probably, and then coming up. There might be about like 5 callouts tonight. CAD, JPY. I think that was a USD CAD, Euro CAD. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about 4 callouts actually. All right, so that's it with those pairs. Let's look at some other pairs. GJ. Still kind of reacting off 23.6. Look at USD CAD. I mean USD JPY. Okay. See that retest that happened? And it's going up. It's doing a double top up here, divergence that we see right there on the daily. We can see that kind of, I would say this is more like a double top. It kind of looks like a head and shoulder, but this is around the top of this area. So it's doing like a double top. Okay, so I think this might be dropping actually for USDJPY. This one's a little bit, you might be able to catch it all the way down here to the 109.215. It's below the 500 level, which we see the reaction happening off the 500. Reacting off the 500, it's also like a resistance level over here, so it's like retesting kind of. Let's go down to the 15. Yeah, definitely this is dropping right now. And I would even probably catch it. You can catch it for like 100 micropips right now. USD JPY sell. Catch it to 109.327. You can also see if you want to like trap it real tight. Pretty much broke off that support area, breaking down. Yeah, this is definitely dropping right now. Look at all these pairs. Let me put the line of where I think it should be going. It's not ready yet for that signal. We might be seeing that signal during the London session. We still have like about an hour left for the London. AD cat is respecting where it should be going. It's going up. CAD JPY. All right, let me know if you guys have any questions. Leo, you said you want to learn. Send me a DM and I can get you an invite link into the group. All right. Let's look at Euro USD right now. If you guys saw that analysis that I posted yesterday, or I think it was yesterday, I had put this comment here, looks to be forming an inverted head and shoulder, which it did do that. We can see that left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then it broke this resistance line on the downtrend, continue riding up to where the neckline is at. Had some reaction off neckline as resistance over here, and then when it broke up, came back down to neckline and then rose back up. We could see it perfectly hit off like R2, then came down to R1, back up to R2, hit multiple times, and then came back down. Right now it's around pivot point, and overall we should be mainly looking for buys on Euro USD because we can see that it broke this downtrend and should be rising up. We can also see this level here where it was reacting off of. If I put that support line, Looking at past results, we can see that it's like resistance over here, resistance here, support here, resistance here, support there, support here, perfectly hitting, and then reacting here, hitting, reacting. So it's an area of reaction, point of reaction, POR. So we can see on this side, it did hit inverted head and shoulder, perfectly rising up. So buyers are in the market. We should be bullish from here on. Now you can catch this doing the Fibonacci, looking at the point of reaction areas. So I can see this rising. You can even see that arrow that I drew was pretty much perfectly at the 23.6, 23.6, and that's because that's a level here. But if it breaks through that, we should be seeing it hitting 38.2. And then just watching for that point of reaction where it'll hit and then reject off. But just off of this Fibonacci, we can see the 23.6 is around the level of like resistance and support here. Also with this 38.2, it's the area of support right there. Looking at the 50% level, it's kind of around this resistance over here. And 61.8, it's around this level here. So definitely these lines are lining up with what should be happening. It's the Shazi said Euro AUD. Let me look at these charts real quick. You said that Lambo on your story looked awesome. Yeah, that Lambo was about $230,000. So it's definitely a big cost for a car. It's a 2018 Lamborghini Huracan, brand new. So I was thinking about it. I really wanted to leave with it. It's just that's still maybe. I got the guy's card, so I might be reaching out to him. By the way, on USDJPY, so it is a perfect sell right here. It was trapped. You can get in for that sell. Let me actually place a sell right now. So you can get in for that sell and probably catch it at 109.327. Catch a good over 100 micro pips right there. Be done with like half of your day of trading with the pips. Focus on pips. Don't focus on profit too much. The profit will come. Focus on pips. Saint Santos, what's up, man? I think that's Gabriel. Yeah, so you see it's dropping right now? And it's below the 500 level. This is definitely a good scalping trade. You can catch this one. And then if you wanted to, like 1 minute time frame, we can see that the blue's under. You can get out when the blue crosses above the red, but I think it should be dropping all the way down to 109.327. It's dropping really nice right now. Hey, Gabriel, send me a DM. Send me a DM. I'll link you up to some stuff if you wanna learn some stuff about Forex. Salgado, you just got in on that sell. So far, just dropped like 20 micro pips. Martinez, you can sign up for the trial. You can go onto my bio and there's a link to join. Yep. dropping nicely right now. Look at all these different pairs. So far, no signal just yet. We can see that it broke here. With this break here, it should be dropping down to somewhere around this level here. Let's say around the 500. So about another 50 micropips that this one should be dropping USD CAD. You can see these quick scalping trades, and hopefully you guys are kind of learning from this. Especially those of you guys that are taking the 7-day training, you should be able to see. Disregard my first. Okay. Let's look at AUD. No, Euro AUD. I'll check that one out right now. Just look at UJ. Dropping nicely. Let me actually put it onto my other chart so I can be viewing this at the same time. Okay. So Euro AUD, you said you noticed a double bottom. Let's look at this. So obviously not the 1 minute time frame. Let's look at the 4 hour. Okay, so I can see it's at a resistance level right now, or support level, once resistance. This entire area here is a zone, point of reaction area, tip of wick, tip of body. Go on to the 1 hour. And so price is showing some divergence throughout this entire thing. So from this point going down, we see some good divergence happening. It's most likely going to hit off of this zone, probably even this support 1 level. And it's right now at it. So let's go on to the 15. And it's AUD, which it should be getting stronger because it's at some areas over here. So I would probably just to be safe on this one, you can catch that reversal. This is going down to the 5 minute. I'm drawing my resistance right here. You can probably catch it here for a buy. This would be a little bit riskier. The better area to place the buy is once it breaks above this area, and also it breaks above, it's reacting off of this zone, and we can see the 0-0 levels right here. So right now it's below the 0-0, 1.58000. So if we see that it breaks above, definitely catch this one for a buy reversal on Euro AUD. Yeah, we can see that price is overall like kind of funneling down into like a kind of this small wedge happening here, and then we should be seeing that break coming up. But this one's good, a good one to be looking out for because it's at a zone that should be reacting, shooting up. And price is showing some divergence on the bigger time frames. Yeah, very good with that one there. Let's see. I'm gonna draw this one line here. All right. Okay, so I'm still going to be waiting for these callouts, but let me know if you guys have any questions. What broker do I use? I'm working on JFX, low spreads and cryptos. Yeah, so the broker that I use is Trader's Way. I also use LMFX. As you can see here, LMFX. So Trader's Way, LMFX, Oanda is one of them that I use as well. Mainly Trader's Way and LMFX are the main ones right now. The franchise, you said divergence. So the divergence is Salgado. You got that right. It's something that I use as a confirmation. Not my only confirmation, obviously. I'll have multiple confirmations before getting into a trade. Which right now, CAD JPY is buy. I think all these are reacting off support and just buy orders. So CAD. Let's look at this one, smaller time frame. Okay, someone said USDCHF, so let's look at that. This is going to be the last one, and then I'm going to get off, finish off my analysis. Normally when I do this, I'm not, speaking, and I'm focused on looking for that really good entry. Yeah, USDCHF is hitting off resistance. You can see it's at the 100 level. I've called so many sells off USDCHF because it is a reversal that's expected to happen real soon. But looking at the bigger time frame, it's at a resistance level. This entire area here, it's resisting and dragging this further. My computer just froze. Here we go. So I should be expecting it to be reversing off this area. If I was to trap it, it did break this resistance area. So it is showing it's going up right now. But if it breaks below and comes back into place, then catching this one for the sell. So probably below this pivot point here, getting in for that sell on USDCHF. And then catching it all the way to like this 1.000, which is like resistance and support. Let's look at all these different pairs. Okay, so that's pretty much it for tonight. Yeah, Lewis, that USDCHF is taking a long time. But a lot of those like trades I was saying to catch it below the 350, that's because 350 was like a resistance. You can see it's like support over here, but 350 you can see you can catch below it and then profit. Like all these below 350, you can profit. Below 350, profit. So it was just every time that it was like below 350, it was going into profit. Right now, it's around like 340, 350. Most likely it's going to react around here, probably drop down, waiting for it to break this support line, and then overall below this pivot point, because below the pivot point is below the resistance zone. It should be catching it going down. And yeah, this is tradingview.com. This is where I analyze the charts, place my trades on MT4. All right, you guys, that's going to be it for tonight, but hope you guys got some value from it, and let's catch some pips tonight. Those of you guys that aren't in the signals, you can sign up by sending me a DM, or you can join in for a free trial. Link is in my bio, or you can send me a DM and I'll have someone send it to you. That's pretty much it for tonight's market analysis. We'll be back at it most likely next week. We're not doing it tomorrow. The next week we'll be back at it with this. See you guys. Have a good night, and let's catch some pips.